All right, everybody know what modulus is, I hope? You've had to use it so far. Hopefully after assignment, everybody do assignment 4? That was the 3 methods. Cameron actually wrote a Python program to do it. Yeah. And what I've been doing is if you do write programs when they're not required, I am giving you extra credit. So it can only help. Except Cameron's program is like 8,000 lines long. It's like Chinese. But it works. All right, so we're going to talk about calculating modulus with large values by hand. Okay. When I taught this class strictly in the classroom, they had to do the entire test by hand. And it's actually not that hard. It's just that with an online class, I really can't prevent you from using a calculator. Because everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a computer, a laptop, everything. We're all getting the iPhone Friday. I ordered it. It says October 13th to 29th. Said I happen to have a student who works at the AT&T store who said be there at 8 o'clock. I'll have it ready. I'm like, sweet. So I'll have it Friday.
I also ordered the iPhone. Oh wait, no, that was the Note 3 because it has superior.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So let's talk about this here for a second.
Oh, sorry. I get confused sometimes.
Okay. So if I was to tell you to calculate 8 to the 12th mod 26 without a calculator, that's basically 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, 12 times mod 26. All right. So we end up with, I use very few animated slides I think they're paying about. So we got 8 times 8, 64. Times 8 is 512. Times 8 is 4096. Okay. Times 8 is 32768, and it keeps going. So you can see we now have a very large number. And even doing just that, there's a big chance of screwing something up. Okay? Even counting the number of A's seemed to have been an issue for some people on this sequences assignment. So, all right, then once we get that number, then we have to divide it by 26. Then we have to come up with the remainder, and we get our remainder. But it can't be done. You all agree with that? But if you were doing this on a test, how long would that take you? 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. And you're going to be going on forever. So what if there was a way you could do it very quickly, very easily on paper? Can be done. Okay? So 8 to the 12th mod 26 is exactly the same as 8 squared mod 26 times 8 squared mod 26 times so on and so forth. Okay? There's a name for that. I can't think of the name of being able to do that. But we're basically taking 8 to the 12th, breaking it into 8 squareds. Could you do 8 squared mod 26? Heck yeah. 8 times 8, 64 mod 26. We could do that by hand. Okay. And really, all you can do is figure out one of these, and then just copy it 6 times. Okay? So, 8 squared mod 26 times 8 squared mod 26 ends up 12 times 12, because 8 squared mod 26 is 12. So it ends up being 12 times 12 mod 26, which is 14. Do that 3 times, because we had 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we end up with 3 14s. Then 14 times 14 times 14 mod 26 is 2744, which is 14. Gives us the exact same remainder. Do you all see how that works? We took the 8 to the 12th mod 26, broke it into 8 squared mod 26 6 times. Okay? And you can do it any way you want. You could have actually done 8 to the 6th power twice. Or 8 to the 3rd power 4 times. Or 8 to the 4th power 3 times. You can do it any way you want. But you all agree we could do 8 squared mod 26 by hand. It's not that big a deal. We end up at 12. And so you end up at 12 times 12. So in the past, I've required you to do this on the test. Again, I can't require it anymore because there's no way. I mean, I'm assuming every person here owns a smartphone. Okay, there's anybody who doesn't. Is anyone going to admit it? But everybody has a smartphone or a tablet or something. You know, the only way, there's a company called ProctorU. That's really the only way we can prevent it. Actually, we actually have a live proctor watching you. But we might actually be doing that, so we're going to work on that. So, but the point is, it makes it very hard. But this is a way you could do it by hand. Okay? All right? Or you could do 8 to the third mod 26 4 times. So 8 to the third mod 26 times 8 to the third mod 20 is equal to 18 times 18 mod 26, which equals 12. And 12 times 12 is 144 mod 26. You just got to carry down the mod 26. Don't just think, end up at 12 up there, and oh, it's just 12 times 12, 144, and the answer is 144. It's not. It's still 144 mod 26. So you'll notice we're getting the same answer every time. Easy enough? So it's not hard to do. I'm not requiring it anymore. And that's one reason the test time periods have shortened. Because in the past you had to do this on the test, which could be time consuming. Now since you're using your calculator, I take off some time. So, all right, so that's all for that. I know it's very short. Now we're going to talk about your assignment, okay? And he missed the entire thing.